In this next series, we're going to be covering the 3 on the bottom, the 5 is in the middle, and the 1's on top. We've got, and we're going to use something in this area here. We've been using G for a while. We're going to go ahead and use something else. G is usually what we normally use, but there's only a certain range the camera can see. Maybe I'll be able to upgrade my camera eventually, but for right now, we just have to work with the one we have. This is, remember, our 5-1-3 triad on the D, G, and B string was just an A form, which came from our A bass chord down here, and we can just move that up per whatever we're looking for. So A major, A sharp major, B major, C major, C sharp major, and so on, or A minor, A sharp minor, B minor, C minor, and so on and so forth. So you can kind of find stuff fairly easily, and the 5-1-3s are, we've already covered those, and if you haven't seen them, please watch that video. This video is 3 on the bottom, 5 in the middle, and 1 on top. And first we're going to go over the major set. The major set is essentially what you want to do here is find the root note, or the note that you would like to play the form in. And in this case, we're going to go ahead and choose a G. We got lucky. And normally the 5 is 2 frets up and 1 string over, and this is sort of like a power chord here. Right? So we've got 1, all right, and then we've got 2. So 1 and 3, right? So 1, 2, 3. But we want to keep the 5 from the chord that we just did down here. So, right, and then. The 1 is going to be up here. So this is a G, 3, 5, and then 1. And just like any other chord, you can move it down. That'll be F sharp, F, E, D sharp, D, and so on and so forth. So fundamentally it operates just like everything else in music, and it's real easy to find out what's going on. All you got to do is explore. So we've got the G351 triad. Please look at the PDF and check that out, as these videos don't provide you with a good visual representation of where my fingers are and what notes they're on and so on. And we'll see you in the next form. Thanks for watching. This next form is the 3-5-1 minor form, and essentially what we're going to do is just flat the 3. So we already had, when we were up here doing our G, we already had our 3 on the bottom, our 5, and then our 1 on top. So now all we got to do is flat our 3, and that's a G minor. Flat 3, 5, and then 1. Minor chord is 1, flat 3, and 5. Please use our PDF diagrams, as this does not provide a perfect illustration. My hand's all crowded here. You probably can't even see what I'm doing. But you can kind of find your own way of fingering this chord. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is a Juilliard. So that's G minor, and we'll see you in the next form. This next form is going to be G diminished, and diminished chord is 1, flat 3, flat 5. Remember, you're flatting the 5, which means you're messing with the pillar of the chord, which is the 5th. You move it over and it causes tension and a bunch of unpleasant stuff. So let's go ahead and move the 5 down. So 3, 5, and 1. So we're just going to take the 5, move it down, and then we have a diminished chord, but we also have to move that 3 down. So flat 3, flat 5 is the diminished chord. So here's the major. Flat the 3, flat the 5. So we have a G diminished. And just like all the rest of the diminished chords, if you take this chord and you move it up 3 frets and play it again, you'll get the same 3 notes, just arranged in a different order. It's a natural inversion, and it works well with diminished chords. It's even fun, but people will probably throw things at you if you do it too long, because diminished chords are very annoying. See you in the next form. This next form is the 3-5-1 augmented form, and augmented, if you remember, is 1, 3, sharp 5, so the 5 gets thrown out, sharped away from the tonic, and in this case the 5 is here. We're just going to move it up, right, and then move it back, move it up. So augmented is pretty straightforward. If you move those up every 4 frets, you get the same notes. They're just arranged in a different order, just like the diminished chords, natural inversion. And but you can just do them like this, and then move it down. That's a G flat diminished, and then an F diminished, and then E diminished, then D sharp diminished, then D, and so on and so forth, and on down the line. And you can just hit them all just like that. But you probably don't want to do that with augmented. It's not a whole lot of fun. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been the series with Triads on the D, G, and B strings. My name is Stu Johnson with 7/4 Studios, and hopefully you learned something today, and we'll see you at lessons. Thanks a lot for watching. Take care.